Hello and welcome to the ADHD Hippo. Today is a momentous day, boys and girls, because today we are starting a playthrough on Grounded. That's right, we are back in the backyard and, ooh, a weevil. Come here, little guy, I'm gonna eat ya. Anyway, like I was saying, we are back in the backyard, and I have refamiliarized myself with this game. So I wanted to jump back in and do a full playthrough from start to finish of what is quickly becoming one of my new favorite games. And of course, like any troubled teenager, our first day in the yard starts off with 2 hours of community service. And then we take all of our stuff to the Brainatron 5000. We go ahead and analyze this to get that weevil shield. We're going to analyze this plant fiber to get our crude rope. And the sprig, I probably actually should have researched that pebblet because I need that to make an axe. But that's okay, we have plenty to keep us occupied while we wait for the analyzer to recharge. We are just going to continue to walk around and gather up some resources. Can't forget to gather up some food, maybe a couple of them. It's okay, don't run. Oh, he listened. Good boy. And it should have been plenty of time for the brain gasmatron to have recharged, and it sure did. Gonna go ahead and analyze this to get our axe, and we leveled up. Right on. So now we can craft our pebblet axe and our pebblet hammer. So now we can chop down this dry grass so we can actually complete our roasting spit and enjoy a nice weevil roast. And now that I have an axe, just like any other self-respecting human, I will immediately start deforesting the area to stake my claim on the nature I have found myself in. Wait a sec. Well, hold on. Where did my weevil roast go? I didn't pick it up. It couldn't have spoiled already, right? I only put it on there like a minute ago. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go find myself another weevil to eat. Well, I was saving this weevil meat so I can make a shield out of it, but I guess I can just slaughter more weevils when I get to that point. And I need to remember to stay on top of my thirst this time around. I don't know if you guys caught my last video that I did when I played Grounded, but if you missed it, let's just say I learned a valuable lesson. Since we have now gathered up enough of these grass planks, we can go ahead and put them on a pallet so we can go and look for a place to start our beginner base. Hey buddy, what are you doing? I actually have a spot in mind, and it's not too far. I'll see you there. Right here in the boot print next to the mysterious machine. We are, of course, going to have to clear cut the land, but if you've been paying attention, deforestation is something of a passion. Alrighty, we got the ghost of our house set up. I did kind of forget that we needed a weed stem for the door, so I'm going to grab that real quick. Jeez, holy crap. I'm like legitimately out of breath chopping that down. Story of my life right there. What I want is just out of arm's reach. And just like that, you have everything a cozy home needs. Now to make another trip to the analyzer. Oh, we are in the end game now, boys and girls. We're at the point where we need the hammer to get the acorn. We need the acorn to get the shovel. We need the shovel to get the grub. And we need the grub to make our canteen, so we can make further and further trips away from our base. And after spending a few extra minutes collecting additional resources, I believe the time is right to end our first day. That was a restful night's sleep. Gotta get some breakfast. Today we are going to be killing the dust mites that are blocking the laser. So we need this spear and we need to make some armor. So I need to go and gather up some clover leaves. And just like that, we have a full set of Clover armor, which gives us health regen. Gotta make sure that we hydrate so we don't die of thirst. And then we are on our way to clear the laser of dust mites. Flying spear attack! We gotta make sure that we kill off all of these little mites that are suckling on the energy provided by this cord. And we also have to be very careful not to touch those little sparking bits. Because if I remember correctly, those are an insta-kill, and we don't like that. And we just gotta clear these two last ones out, and this part is finished. We are gonna gather up all of this slime mold, and we are gonna break these rocks because there is a scab back here. There is also a sturdy quartzite and a sturdy marble back here, but we can't grab it until we get a level 2 hammer. And voila, our first scab scheme. I believe this one is Mite Rider, there it is. With that out of the way, we now have to go back to the mysterious machine so we can open up the Oak Lab. And with the push of a button, we activate the lasers to open up the Oak Lab. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let this play because I actually think that the cutscenes of this game are awesome. I don't know if I'm going to let them all run, but this one especially has some pretty cool explosions.
That was more dramatic than I expected.
My thoughts exactly, Willow. My thoughts exactly. Our next mission requires us to go over to the big oak tree, which is actually a really good thing because that is where the acorns are and the grub hides that we need. We'll also have to make sure that we have plenty of weevil meat for our shield. Another thing that I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for is the spiders that are on patrol. No. I am not ready to take you on. We need to... of course, now my stamina runs out. Come on. Damn web. Ah, no. I can't. I'm not ready to take you on yet. I need to get up to a high spot. I think I can get up on these leaves. Just leave me alone. Okay. Okay, he seemed to have forgotten me. My God. Okay, I think the coast is clear. Yeah, he's way over there. So we're going to go over here. We're going to clear these out. We don't get any of the silk for it, but we don't want this clogging up this passageway in case we need to move through it again. We have found our first acorn, and there's a grub inside of it. So after we crack this open, we should be able to craft our shovel, which will let us get the grub. And you really got to keep your eyes peeled for these little guys because they burrow in the ground here, and it can be really hard to see against the dirt. And since we're in the neighborhood, we're going to grab up a couple more acorn pieces because we're going to need those for a few things once we get back to base. Oh, and we cannot forget to grab enough thistle so we can make some arrows and we can make our spiky sprig. And that is all the thistle I can hold. And we still need to head over to that lab. There's usually spiders right there, but I don't see them, so we should be safe to go ahead and move forward. As long as we're careful, we should be okay. Oh God, that wasn't careful. Oh, there's a little dude right there. I don't think he saw me though. I don't think he saw me. Oh my God, there's the big dude. Okay, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Neither one of them saw me. I think they were sleeping? And the wolf spiders here too? I think I kind of lucked out just now. So I'm just gonna keep moving, pushing my luck. We found the entrance to the Oak Lab. And there's Burgle, drunk on the job again. We're gonna come over here and grab this science up before we go and wake him up. I'm curious if picking this up interrupts his dialogue, and it seems to, so now I can actually talk to him without sitting through 5 minutes of listening to him babble. I already know all this. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Since I'm already bullying the employees, I might as well take over the lab. I'd make a better scientist than Dr. Tully or anybody at Ominent. I'd sacrifice all the children. We don't want to forget to open up this other door. Grab up this raw science and this cassette. There's also a gold milk molar right down there, but we can't get that until we have a level 2 hammer, which isn't going to be for a little while yet. Now that we have conquered the Oak Lab, the only thing left for us to do is to head home and put away all of our stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to manage this without drawing the aggression of the spiders that we passed along the way. We do have to make sure that we are careful of that spider that ambushed us earlier, because he should be lurking around right about here somewhere, I think. So we're going to skirt around him and go off over this way. And, oh, whoa, that's the anthill. I don't want to draw the aggro of all the ants either, though, because the soldier ants will probably tear me apart. And after a fairly uneventful trip back, we have managed to make it back home. We can finally make our shield, and we need to make our storage chest so we can finally put away all of our resources. And with the making of my spiky sprig, we now have everything that we need to take on the Hedge Lab. But that is going to have to wait until next episode. Well, I am having a blast playing this, and I hope you're all enjoying following along. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.